can mess up your wave state. And if you don't have something with you like a Lulu that can help you put that pressure on constantly, it's hard to make sure you can hit those stacks and take the trades you want to. I think Gio should be able to get out of so good at it as Gideon does have vision control. This barrage, they're going to punish potentially.
Yeah, excellently done here by the side of Gnome. The bait is just...
Control is not theirs. I think this is wise as we're going for an all-in.
Yeah, the dive is pretty good, but the flash on in, the last auto gets it done, and he trades onto Lulu. Gio's going to hold on to his flash, though.
Yeah, I think that's a win, though, for Hanwha Life. I mean, Lehens gets the kill with the Ignite, and it's a Rumble that gets the kill in exchange there. So, you know, if that kill goes over to Gio, I think this feels a lot better. He is definitely playing towards that late game with the cull he's purchased here, and that would have been a lot of money for him to pick up, but he's not quite able to do so. Potentially flipping on its head, Zeus is in trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash, and he's going up against the polymorph, so I think he knows he's dead at this point. And there it goes. They give the kill over to Jiwoo. You saw that he got level 6. Yeah, we'll play here. Some trading as Delight is just walking by, and now Calyx in a bit of trouble. He doesn't have his flash, and yep, 1 QW gets it done. As the command attack in there.
It's really important for Zeka to have a lane-dominant performance like this, especially after dying early, to continue that prio, to set these plays up. Viper will have to flash.
Yeah, just kind of walking into the river, and he's going to get punished for this big time. No flash, no ult, and the kill is given for it. It is Wukong and okay, it's just everybody. Instead of accept the Rumble, as they go on in, they just dive on into the mist. The Lulu ult's getting some big value there. Delight able to tank up a bunch of the shots, but that power-up on the turret is pretty significant. Now Viper is going to finish him off, as now Lehen's in a bit of trouble, but these turret shots are doing a lot of damage. Will it matter is really the question.
Looks like a flash. They have to be careful.
Eventually, Lehens, I think, just dies. As, yep, there he goes. Peanut is going to trade, but now they have a lot of position here and pressure in the top.
Why they decided to go for that topside play, so they know Gideon's bottom, but Zeus just ends up taking it. I thought Calyx picked up the kill, but it was in fact just Gideon.
I mean, you know they're going for a 4-man dive top. You have to be away from the turret. I think that's a bit of a mistake from Zeus and a good play from Gideon.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they knew Gideon was bottom, I think, which is why they made this play in the first place. It took a very long time, by the way, as we're looking for this again on the Zeus.
Yeah, I think he's just dead again. He doesn't have his flash. He's just picking up minions and dying. I mean, he's 1 and 4.
Decided by Gideon, and everyone's like, see, I guess Yunara's viable in the LCK.
Yeah, must
Gideon
be.
got 3 kills early. As they're going to get this turret, it looks like here. Not really much King can do to stop it. Does get the redemption out, but it still goes down. Yeah,
and now he's getting knocked up, and the exhaust comes through. Shockwave as well. Counter exhaust comes in from Kingham, but he just doesn't have his ult. He doesn't have enough sustained damage. Another redemption going to come down. Tries to get the kill on the Delight, but eventually he just dies instead. As Kingham going a little bit too far there.
Kingan is definitely one of those players that, even on a fragile champion like Rumble we've seen in the past, he will try to skill check you. He's like, oh yeah, no, actually I outplay this if you guys think you can get the turret. Even on this Gwen though, unfortunately, he played it really well, but maybe the better choice would have been to back away. As, oh boy, yeah. It's okay. Maybe he'll at least remember to like slow down at the railroad crossing and like take a look out the window. Calyx is going to get ulted. He is dead.
Yeah, he tried to rocket belt out of the shockwave. It didn't quite work out. Delight did nearly die, but keyword being nearly there. He is going to stay alive and help make the play happen.
I mean, they got the first turret. They're 1 objective away from feats, and they're going to get the second turret here for them of this game. So a lot of gold here for the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Remember,
but Wukong still does his job, even if he is behind.
Mina may have to try to make a heroic play to stop this dragon, Valdez, because Nongshim are just on this so quick. They just do not stop it.
But it keeps your Yunara in a much safer place. Calyx, he keeps trying to do that. It's not going to work once again. And now we got Gideon. We got the redemption as well. Lehen's here as well. Will it matter, though? Calyx goes down, and now we got a 1v1 between our AD carries. Viper soon realizing that he does not win that. And now TP's coming in. A bit of a broken team fight as a flash. But it's not going to amount to too much as Equalizer comes down. Gideon is just burning so low. Gio looking for his angle, though, on the left side. Doing an insane amount of damage with these autos. We have the Annie TPing in at the same time. No TP for Zeus, so maybe trying to burst this one down, but again, this is very difficult, especially because Gio doesn't have summoners. and he's getting flanked on right now. It is going to hit you. They try to engage onto Isaiah, and now Zek on the left is in a bit of trouble, but the rest of the team is just pressing forward, and Unara is the first one to go down. This is exactly what we talked about. They just press their engage buttons, and Unara has no summoners, and they're doing Otacon for some reason. I don't know, Wolf. HLE get a free team fight, and it looks like they'll get a free Otacon too.
Yeah, it's going to reset here for a second, so we'll be annoying, but it should eventually go down. It's just going to take the walk over. And that TP angle not great here for Kingen, but here comes the Calyx flank.
Yeah, trying to go in once again. The engage from Delight is excellent, and the Shockwave follow-up is gigantic, just catches everyone. And nobody has summoners. Gio still doesn't have his. It's just the perfect situation for HLE's comp once again. Kind of beating a dead horse at this point, but you guys get it. Gio now left alone to, well, who's going to get the kill? It will be Peanut. And it's like, I don't have flash, but my team is calling for this fight. Lahen's, yeah, well. Lahen's also understanding his duty, which apparently was to run into the dark jungle and try to get vision alone as Lulu.
Yeah, that's the thing about Lulu is when you're losing the game, you're not really going to get the vision back.
Yeah.
In most cases. Well,
so, yeah,
Wolf, they got womboed. The anti-flank wasn't it. They played that last dragon fight like they were trying to pull some trickery and be like, aha, I got him with the flank engage. I'm like, but you're playing a Unara comp. Maybe just keep the Annie nearby so you can peel. You need all the peel you can get.
Yeah.
As this is a Baron that Nongshim knows happening but can't physically see, and so they have to kind of come over here. Gideon does not have flash, so I don't...
Gideon is the one guy that they are worried about, and now he's just kind of out of the picture. Lens nearly dies, actually, to the burn, saved by Redemption. I mean, Nongshim are down 10,000 gold at this point, so...
I thought Nongshim, and you can't avoid the combo when you're trying to come over and basically look for a Hail Mary play on Baron like Gideon was there, so... Yeah. Twins all but over, Valdez.
Yep, for sure. I do feel like Viper probably could have played whatever he wanted in this game. You were talking about his Teemo. Maybe not Teemo in this one. I think he would have had a really tough time in the lane, but still. Gonna get the Feather Storm out, and immediately the rest of the team is there to follow up. Zeus will go down, but it will not quite matter. Kingdom in the back line, but the wallets are just way too heavy at this point. And even making it kind of a close fight, given the gold lead. Nice job by Nongshim, but this game has been over for quite a while.
It's really funny how you mentioned Viper playing this pick, and then, like, at that moment he was probably, no, Battles are pretty good with they're pressing the R on this one.
Yeah, I like the Xayah.
I do like the Xayah angle. He does ultimately die, but man, he absorbed a lot there, and the rest of his team cleaned up. At the end of the day, Hanwha Life Esports, maybe with a rocky early game, there's some issues in the side lanes, but with the 10,000 plus gold lead, do clean it out. And it has tons of pressure with the Jace inside. You have Sivers wave clear, and you can show up to fight anybody at any time. Like, if Hanwha Life Esports are rotating...
Earlier, Wolf.
I think Chronicler may have somewhat of a parasocial relationship with Malphite.
Wow. Calling him out. Oh, love that taunt. Pulls him back in. Peanut is still going to flash and is still going to die, giving the first blood over to Kingen.
Couch has to flash him back, bottom side. Zeus is there faster, so Peanut is the winner of that. That's a big win here for Hanwha Life Esports. No one going to come over and even peek at the drag there.
Can he be here, though? I don't know. And totally just disrespecting the potential vision. Peanut will get punished.
Low value play there from Nongshim.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they're quite in the right spot. Now we got the root coming down and the Kaisa to join, and the Talia on top. Lahen's no flash, used it in the kill on the Peanut.
Blade does have flash ult, but there's just no follow-up here. They will get away with this. They will get the dragon. I feel like that was a lot closer to a win solve here, and I don't know if that's quite it. Will cut off some of the Nongshim members temporarily.
We had a TP coming in, HLE committing to this one. The taunt comes down, and Peanut can't do anything. He just kind of dies as the engage is decent, but it's still looking good for Nongshim until Viper gets into that backline, assassinates two, but now he's getting pretty low, and Nongshim, the rest of the team is just so healthy. Calyx frontlining on this rise. Maybe he gets punished by Zeus a little bit, but no, Zeus gonna get baited on in, and Gio untouched the entire fight. Will be able to help the double kill go the way of Kingen. We're a little bit split on if they wanted to even fight for that, especially because Peanut kind of got chunked a little bit earlier by the Shen and the Sivir. So they go for it, and ultimately it ends up being pretty good for Nongshim. As everybody grouping down on the bottom side, Nongshim TPing into this one, but the Cataclysm comes down and Kingen's just dead. And now we got a TP coming in here, but Calyx not able to do much, has to back away. Paranoia already used.
Yeah, that's not the side lane champion I'd be paranoiaing into.
He's just kind of running into the enemy team. He's going to go down. Could have ran south with Calyx. Instead, he decided not to.
Calyx also probably going to have a problem getting out here against this.
What did they mean by this, Wolf? I want you to break it down. There's no play-by-play here. It's just 3 people individually dying for Nongshim.
I mean, they're going to get maybe an inner on the commitment there from Hanwha. And Hanwha actually have no turrets this game, so you can see it taking a while to get that one. This is not going to be a back-breaking win for Hanwha, but definitely shrinks the deficit. Look, you have silent pressure, you have a Nocturne, feel pretty good about, like, let's use that, you know? But it's better into a squishier champ. Oh, man. Lahen's, man, he was once a not-licensed haver, but he is, in fact, like, now going to be in the LCK F1.
Yeah.
But, like, well, I mean, come on, like, let's not waste it.
Just run there.
Gideon's in,
this keeps happening. Gideon just kind of getting caught out. We do have the Paranoia, but that's another kill going over to Viper, and he's looking for number 2. Not quite going to get it. Oh, now he's going in, gets the kill, flashes away, and immediately dies. Gideon is there for at least the alley-oop kill, but it looks cool.
If you're running the IG skin, I think you have to go for it. So.
Yeah, no, you have to. Spirited Jackie Love.
Yeah, Jackie Love would have gone for it. Delight.
Yeah, okay, they're going for the engage, but this looks pretty good for Nongshim, although Cassante does exist. Trying to take down Zeka, and not quite able to, actually. They do get Delight, but that's just the support. Zeus does pick up a kill and effectively gets away, so...
But I mean, Delight does not have Unsealed, and they are just simply going to give this up. The fear, I suppose, is if you try to collapse in mid to try to punish that Saber push, you probably get ulted on and you have a bad time because they were a little bit split there. I think that call from Gio and Nongshim was really good. That's the power of Sivir in these types of, you know, neutral fights where you're fighting over vision.
Not build a Rod of Ages.
Yeah, and Zeka, I mean, it looks like they're going to just force this turret down for second of the game. I think there's no reason to try to hard all in on this because guess what? There is, in fact, a Cassante here. Nongshim. I don't know about this one.
Were you revving your engines?
No, like the Taliyah wasn't showing, so they didn't know where Zeka was, and he could have TP'd behind or something. But like, if they tried to play towards pushing the Taliyah, maybe look for a Baron. And in fact, because of these split backs here, there is kind of a timing.
Yeah, they're just gonna go in on the Delight. I think he just dies. Very unfortunate for him there. Zeus also gonna TP into this one. Giant Shock Blast gonna hit Viper. The wall's coming in as Helmalev say, we are committed.
Go straight to Baron.
And Nongshim will take a big win after that mistake.
Yeah, it was really weird because of the timing of Zeka being desynced. They were like, we can't really fight them, but we can't back safely either. Nongshim play that so carefully, so slowly. We are going to have a contest. Peanut does have flash, and he is Jarvan.
There's no way they're going to take
They have to turn
3v5, right? That's the knockback, though. In they go. They burst down one, essentially, as the shield is huge, though, and in goes Viper. Immediately going to cleanse, trying to do this 1v5. And eventually, Calyx just is going to take him down. That's the end of that. Zeka, though, doing a lot of damage. I think they still get the Baron here, though, as there you have it. Smoked down by Gideon. As HLE looking very desperate here.
You know, when we were at EWC, we talked to Finn, you know, quite a bit. Meteos, Peanut.
We didn't talk to Peanut too much.
We didn't talk to Peanut that much. He was taken. So guess what? I mean, we're pushing inners. And Hanwha could have just looked for the Jarvan 50-50 because they are going to get that Dragon as Hanwha Life Esports are going to try to wrap around and take a mid-outer in return. But remember, this is a global comp here for Nongshim, so Hanwha off a little bit tricky as
Flash on in from Zeka. Wanted to get the flip
or even Realm Warp back to the Baron, but they want to fight, it looks like. And Zeus is now isolated.
Yep, just kind of priced into this one at this point. Nongshim have to go for it as everything is looking at the backline, but the smite comes in, and Calyx goes in by himself, but it's actually a genius move as it distracts them. Delight's gonna go down. Calyx in a bit of trouble here, perhaps, but he just blasts away. In go Viper and his top laner doing a ton of damage here. Gideon goes down. Nobody can get on top of Viper until this very moment. Gio might just be able to do it as Viper goes invisible, but it's not quite enough. And Zeus, even with the Chemtech Soul, is not going to survive at the very end.
That
Notion get a huge fight there.
That play from Calyx, you know, that's, I can already see Chronicler and Twitch chat. It's like, it's little things like that. That's why they picked up Calyx, you know what I'm talking about? Because he has Sonya's, Seraph's, Rod of Ages, okay, even has the upgraded Merc Treads. He is so survivable, gets to go gold in there, and that play actually baits them. They go in with Paranoia at the same time. It's so hard to pick off that rise, and Hanwha Life get cut off by a Realm Warp Blank as Delight looks to try to defend.
Yeah, just trying to clear the wave with that ult. Looks a little bit silly, but that's what they got to do. They're tanking up the turret. They don't have a wave. They're all
is just going to be able to hold the door. He's on the edge, and Hanwha Life with the turnaround.
Look at Calyx. Look at Calyx. He's running mid. He wants to Realm Warp. He's pinging it. He wants to Realm Warp in.
They only have 2 minions here.
I mean, if they get in there, you know, it's going to be huge. The rest of the team just trying to stop them from backing, and successful for now. The Realm Worm's coming in, and now TP's utilized. I think they might be a little bit too late, but let's see. The Cataclysm comes down. They just got to hit the Nexus, but the double stun comes in from Zeka, and the damage is not there for Notion. HLE clean it up, and they stop the gambit from Notion.
I just don't think this was the right call in any scenario. You lost, really, we messed up when you went for the end instead of the Baron, trying to stop those backs against Baron-empowered recalls with the comp here from Hanwha Life. This is just not going to work. They don't have ways to stop the TP. And, I mean, I get the idea behind this. If they had a huge wave, maybe. But instead, they just get stopped. And Hanwha Life Esports will win the game in the end off of some really questionable decision-making here from Nongshim.
It was so close to Wolf. The Nexus was like half health. Oh, man.
That's a tragic loss.
It's a couple of games in a row where I felt like Notion were in a very good spot, and they just couldn't get it done. As same goes Gideon, might be able to take out the... Nope, he's not going to be able to. That's going to do it, guys. HLE, they get the victory from the jaws of defeat. Just at the very, very end, as Nongshim go for a very tight play. It nearly works out, but HLE are just...
And all sorts of Ornn this year. It's scaling.
Yeah. I mean, if they win Sivir instead of Trundle, I'd be on board. I'd be like, okay, you guys have an idea, right? You're all in the same direction. A lot of these repeat matchups because we have the same teams playing each other 3 times instead of 2 in the new format.
Vikla not quite hitting most of those.
Krako is angry, and they're going to get the flash out of Vikla, if not the kill. Yeah, they're just going to get the kill. That is a very strong Trundle just running at them.
They didn't get the kills, but they get the top objective. Krako will get this Drake in return. But that was a lot of farm lost for Hype. He won't lose either summoner.
And the flash out of Hype, actually.
And
so that's pretty good.
Here, I mean, they have a stacked wave. Hold on, Hype.
Yeah, oh, Hype's in a lot of trouble here. And look at Paulo, he's like, yeah, you're dead. You're dead, buddy. I can't do anything to save you, so a 4-man dive.
And in fact, I mean, they can, with this wave, take the whole turret. 3 grubs. I mean, that is going to be first brick and a feat of strength.
Yeah, it's after the official renaming of the concept.
Boom, Double Dragon.
Double Dragon secured. And that is right before.
Here, like, Engage is so tricky with his comp. Equalizer might just be enough to deny them entry.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a way through. They're going to try it with the pillar. There's the Braum as well. It's just Vikla who has to flash. They're going to go all in on the Vikla, but the seismic shove is huge to knock them back. And Vikla is saved for a very long amount of time. Raptor is going to pick up the eye, but he will pay for it. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Clear and Diablo getting the work here, but they went a little bit too far as now the sweep goes in on a Clear. He's doing a ton of damage. He's still alive. Clear lives, and Diablo finally is taken out, and it looks like big boy Trundle made his way back. That's a quadra kill for Trundle 16 minutes into the game.
Looked like a winnable fight. Running at you. This is a weird trap here, but it might just work.
Yeah, didn't expect him in the brush after checking. The Braum coming in as well, and there's the Lucian. So much pressure up here from the side of Bro, but there is a Rift Herald elsewhere. They're gonna get Kellen, so that's 2 kills for the side of, and he's gonna deny it. Very nicely done here by Krako. For now, the subjugation is gonna come down as well as they're going in on the Krako. I don't think that's gonna work.
Man, this really is the game where people are going to be like, no, I'm
BNK have to get in. Can they do it? The equalizer's pretty good. Now a wall's going to come down, and well, he gets here, kind of zones his team, but that's fine. He lowers it. Now Morgan going on in. The target is Morgan for some reason. He is super tanky, and they just turn off of this one. A giant sweep comes in, but still a ton of damage. Look at Diablo, totally untouched on the backside, and Bro are so low after all that damage, and that just means they get absolutely shredded. Clear as well. It's burning them to a crisp.
It's another Bro fight where they're just victims of the re-engages. Krako has a turret here.
He's so tanky. Oh, he's gonna go down, and the shutdown goes over to Vikla. They also get the Otacon, little bonus buff here.
Allowed them to have that opportunity to fight.
This is such a Rise group gold.
It is. It's the convection I was talking about.
It's the convection, except it's happening in the game as well as outside in terms of the whole LCK.
Yeah, right now Valdez is at the sweaty part.
Convection within a convection, we're like really getting beat
This
out.
the outer, pressure the mid, inner, while your team contests Prio. This is going to force Vikla over, but he's so slow that he gets nothing. You will have to just ult back in, but BNK just running circles around Bro here on the objective setup instead.
Nice equalizer, actually is a zoning equalizer. And I think because Talia gets there first as well, just the whole team was already turning around.
Like, don't forget about me, by the way. Going straight into LDR on the third item. Got the Executioner's calling there as well.
The ornaments, you know, they can easily make up for that gold difference that BNK have in the lead. The vibes are there as now we get the engage onto that front line. Hype in a lot of trouble. He's just going to go down. That's what that engage does. But Diablo also in a bit of trouble, but he's finally peeled for as Johnny will go. The seismic shove on a 2 is gigantic as well. Vikla, tons of damage from this Talia at the moment, and he's going to make it count. He's going to make them hurt as now going on in. The recon of that back line, and the comp is doing what it says on the tin. BNK go in and engage and take down.
Look at this. Weaver's Wall plus Equalizer. How can he peel for Hype? He gets charmed and slipping up from here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very likely, especially with a comp like this. Unless we go like maybe another 10 minutes. Like if Bro could hold on somehow. The issue is that they're in a BNK, right? Bro, a relatively passive team, but BNK, especially when they feel like they're winning, they are kind of like the Vibes team, the Tempo Vibes team, where it's like if they feel like the tempo's on their side, they're just gonna go in all the time, even if sometimes it's not a good idea. Hype, he gets slowed up. There's the equalizer, and now he doesn't exist anymore.
If you hit that arc, I mean, the slow is so insane that if you're behind like that, you will just get chunked down. There's no counterplay except to just splash if you get hit. He does not, and he will lose all of his health bar as a result, and that is just an inhibitor going down, and potentially more as they now collapse onto this bottom inhibitor here. Vikla has his Weaver's Wall back, so they can just straight up siege it.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good plays here from the side of BNK, and the shove is good once again after the stun follow-up. Very nicely done here. Only 3 guys left on the side of Bro, as Morgan gonna cancel that one, but he's still going down. And we'll just see how much extra damage they can add to their post-game breakdown stats graph, because that's all these players care about. They know they already won the game. It's 11,000 ahead, and down will go the Nexus. BNK will take game number 1.
Double Dragon can't stop this team, Valdez. And at the end of the day, 100% KP for Kellen. You're just so squishy, though. If you lose control of the game, like these champs on the side of Bro are so mobile. Sure, you could maybe hit a tempered fate.
Flashes away himself, and now your mid laner's down a flash. And speaking of which, we're getting in on Apollo, as now Diablo isolated a little bit, but he's just okay with the E coming in from the Vars. Not enough damage. Root comes in on a Hype, but no follow-up.
I mean, he is walking a tightrope in this game. He's going to engage a Raptor.
He's going in on a Krako. Raptor is here. And in goes the Raptor on a Krako himself. TP is coming in, but that's going to be very slow from a Bard. Might not matter, it's just a straight up 2v2. Oh, that's totally going to miss. And now the Counter-Strike comes in. And yes, Kellen will arrive, and it looks like they should be able to trade it back as Kellen steals the kill, unfortunately. Definitely didn't want to, but still, it's a trade.
Looks like these can actually be the defining factor in on a knife's edge how close a Rise group game is that you just don't see in Legend, you know? That's why Rise games are more fun.
Counter-Strike is down, Clear finding the angle, but not quite confident to dive the turret, not just yet.
Yeah, not even confident to grab that plate on his own autos. We'll let the minions do it. Shield, very powerful.
Going back in is Morgan. He's going to run out of his Counter-Strike abilities, yeah.
Such a magical journey he took.
Yeah. All right, going in on the Xinjiao. Tons of damage into Kroko, though. Look at that. But meanwhile, Closer's getting isolated on the right side. So a trade 1-for-1. I think I'll take that kill on the Varus.
I think, wait.
No way. No way!
Well, he hit that one. He hit that one, becomes lightning. Vikla is the target here.
Oh, Tamar Fate gonna help him a little bit, but the follow-up pretty good. It's Nico, it's Ione, and it's a Maokai. Apollo though will be traded back, so nicely done. Kellen just getting even more fed. Look at him, he's 3-0-1.
Yeah, Kellen is actually
Bard things. Big Bard fans over here.
He also doesn't have unsealed spellbook. He's so limited, though. This is a pretty risky hold of this Herald here by BNK. They're gonna have to give up control.
Oh, that shockwave though, the damage insane! And now the shots coming through from Diablo are pretty good, but the steal here on the Rift Herald is going to be good as well. Raptor goes down, that's another kill for Morgan, picks up the Bard. And Morgan just going to walk away from this one as we have the emote down. Clear as well, running away from 2. Can he trade one back is really the question. The ult comes through for Closer, and the shot from Hype is enough.
Up until this point has kind of just been playing in the mid lane as Kellen. Just Bard things.
Yeah, just Bard things. He's... All right, well, he's dead now. I can't believe they actually tried to do that.
Bard ult.
They did not have to do that at all.
Bard ult and Shockwave for Flash. And also Bard Life for Flash. Not sure about that one. It did look cool.
It, in theory, was going to be awesome.
If there's one person,
instead it was that.
If there's one person in the world who approves of it, I bet it's Beryl. But I was like, no, that's actually the optimal play.
Yeah, no, that's the best play for sure. Absolutely. Raptor smites the Rift Herald, gets level 11. Yes, indeed. Big gold swing. Now they're going to go back on Apollo here. There's the Tempered Fate. And, well, the Jhin is not going to hit, but everybody else is here, and they used quite a lot. As Kellen gets...
Look at the mid lane. That's what happens when you have Varus on that mid prio against a Jhin. You're just like, well, anything can be happening on the map. You'll just never know.
Very sneaky from the side of Pro. They're going to take it down, and this Otacon take so much cleaner, and that's the guy. He's ripping the sign!
Ult here from Varus.
Yeah, this is onto a Xinjiao, so Raptor just holding onto his ult for very long. Now he's going to use it, but still a lot of damage into the Xinjiao as Kellen is just dead. Clears here on the flank, and there's no one really to follow up on it as he is very alone. Is going to ult on it. Does actually a ton of damage, but that was just to the Nico.
Second dragon of the game. Morgan going to grab a whole turret as well. And the Jax that was bullied in the early...
There's no Baron at the moment. And I think eventually Morgan just gets kited out, although he is very strong. Temper Fate.
I don't know if that's actually helpful. Like, they're buying more time, actually, to get more value top
Well, the ult's going to miss. Morgan is going 1v4 at the moment. He does finally get taken out. The kill goes over to Raptor.
They get 2
and they gain
for this.
Over 2 kills. Not worth.
No. Can they get more? Hype
wait.
Is just walking over blindly?
Wait.
The self-slow?
Raptor, he's in there. The damage is done. 883 gold given over to the Xinjiao. Vikla gonna get rooted even though he didn't have to. In goes to Ione, and it doesn't matter. He gets taken down. And BNK rolling their way into so many bonus kills.
Yeah, bonus barrier was just the start of the combo. And ended up getting a lot out of this. So Morgan has respawn and does have TP.
They're gonna get Baron.
I don't think they can stop this. There's just no way. Apollo has flash, but he doesn't have ult. I think maybe if he did, they do something, try to do something silly with the Jax TP, but without the Pop Blossom, there's just no way to make anything happen here, and they're just gonna have to concede the Baron. There's 2 turrets. Really intelligently played. Just don't know if at the end of the day it's gonna matter on some of these big team fights, because they got those kills, they got Baron, but they haven't broken open the base. They haven't even gotten really just gonna... 67 was the...
I got the 7 right, yeah. I just couldn't see the 6. It just looked a little... Yeah.
Oh! Let that turret. Eventually that will start to add up. But in the meantime, they'll just put a Jax in side lane, shadow him with Kroko. As Raptor, if he's forced ult here, this would be really bad.
At least he gets the ward. I mean, the sap things are beginning to do some damage too.
This angle here as well for Kroko is kind of insane.
Yeah, Croco has a very nice angle. Raptor in it, but look at the damage there on a closer. Being engaged comes out for the Nico, but there's no follow-up except Morgan, as he is doing an insane amount of damage, actually, and will get that damage down. But look at Clear and Raptor, 2v2, and Clear especially. The fact that everything was focused on a Morgan and Clear totally survived means that BNK come out ahead.
Yeah, BNK, despite despite everything, like Diablo's positioning in that fight.
Maybe we can just do this. I don't think you can just do this, but let's see.
Is eventually going to get here. That's going to slow things down.
Yeah, and goes Morgan, gonna get a flash out here, and the Nico follow up the double knockup, but can they get this damage into Raptor and clear the frontliners? It's looking pretty good for Bro at this point in time, and there's the follow-up ult on in, but closer, he's gonna pay the iron price, and now the GA comes out here from Raptor, still alive somehow. There's a fourth shot gonna hit the clone, and Bro say, well, we're pretty low. I don't think we can do Baron anymore. Yeah. There's dead timers here for Raptor and Clear.
This one makes a little bit more sense. He does not have Smite at the ready. His exhaust.
It's just no Smite. You have Maokai. I feel like it's pretty free. A little ult on a Kellen. Gonna get the flash away from him. So Baron secured.
Croco could just use his ultimate for Siege. They need to be respectful.
Okay, Raptor's just fine. And yeah, I think Bro get this one for sure. And so do BNK. So they're
Survive though, and Morgan! So much of the gold and so much of the damage is so low!
As he goes golden, very important. The follow-up with the Nico is big. Morgan's still alive, and he actually gets away. Clear's flank gets thwarted. And Bro, they handle it very nicely. Paulo, though, is gonna kind of die for... I'm not so sure. BNK
caught out there, but I mean, with the damage here from Hive,
I think they just get it. They
should be able to. Raptor can't get the steal.
Ooh! But the ball goes in. The shockwave is pretty good. He's got GA, so the fight still might go over to BNK. Looking for a bit more. Croco looks like he's down as you see Degon, the live cam, as Bro are falling. It's okay, bro, Degon. They got the Mountain Soul.
Ooh, that dodge.
And it's not over just yet. We'll see if it's over from here.
I mean, I think
they're going to try to end, though.
I think there's definitely a real end angle here. These death timers are just too long. Now, Morgan is alive.
Though. I don't know.
I mean, and they also have to go through all the way through the inhibitor. I guess there might just be enough time for them to come back here. Vicla's doing so much damage.
Knowing BNK,
at this point.
they will try.
The TP is committed to... I mean, BNK, they're up 1 in the series. They're going to go for it.
Oh, the Mountain Soul trade for Nexus. Will it happen?
It's almost back up. It's up now.
Yeah, you can see the TP coming in. They're going to try to keep this wave alive. And Raptor says, okay, get away from me. I just want to kill this. As Paulo goes in, doesn't hit anything. And actually, the ult here from the side of Clear is going to catch the Jax. And that will be the nail in the coffin. They clear up, Bro. And it's the Mountain Soul for Nexus trade. No 5-gamer here tonight. It's just BNK looking strong once again.
Pretty easy.